All right, hold on. Hey, we live. We live. Real life street stars. We are bringing back. It's funny because when we had you in here, we kind of had an idea of where we're going to go with that interview. Kind of talk about some things, and you know, to us, a lot of people gravitated towards your character, your information. I know you've seen your interview and people agreed with a lot of things you said. Also, some people disagreed. So yeah, quite a bit. So we said, man, let's get O back in here to have a live Q&A. Like we're gonna do it live, and we are live right now on multiple platforms, especially your own as well, Body by O Tactical. If y'all haven't subscribed to it, definitely go Body by O Tactical on YouTube. He's on a bunch of other platforms, but chocolate pop for the ladies that want to run that play. And before we even get started, before we start taking questions, because we're gonna let people get in here live and kind of watch what's going on. The week right after we had you, we had a situation in Texas. Mind you, people don't know around the world, we are in Texas right now. We're in Dallas, Texas, in which we had a mass shooting in Allen, which is a suburb of Dallas. It was at a mall, an outlet mall, in which a sole gunman, I forgot what weapon he had, but I know he had multiple weapons on him. Got out and, of course, took, at this moment, 9 lives, a lot of others injured. The mall outlet is still closed. They're still grieving. They're still having funerals right now for those that we lost, man, and definitely condolences to those families. When you saw that, is it like when you see another mass shooting happening in the United States, and from your background and your just history with tactical and guns and firearms, what do you say when you see that? When you wake up, you open your phone, Saturday afternoon, mass shooting in Allen. What goes through your head? I'm just curious.
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to y'all, man, for having me back. Realize Street Stars,
yes,
man.
Love.
The reality of it is, we all have to understand we live on a planet with bad people. Bad people do bad things, and you're not going to stop it. However, we can do our best to prepare for it. So big, all love and respect going to the families in Allen. Like I said, it's a horrible situation. I'm getting an echo. It's kind of hard for me.
You
don't got to do it until somebody.
Take
it off until somebody.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it's a bad situation. There's no cute, sweet way to say it other than condolence to the family.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that you are a lot safer walking around the general populace in a rural area where danger is not supposed to be, quote unquote, with a firearm and said training. So at that point, think about it. The cop that showed up after he had already started shooting, he was the one that stopped him. So here we have another case where the quote unquote good guy with a gun stops the bad guy with a gun. So, all love to the family. Serious condolences. It was a shitty situation. Bad people do bad things, bro.
Hey, all right. We got first question.
Yeah.
James, Payday Owens. How do I get information on when your next classes are?
Sure. Go to bodybyotactical.com. bodybyotactical.com and literally scroll down to whatever class you want. When you click on that class, it's going to give you information. Scroll down. Then you can have a drop-down tab right there with dates on it. Now, if you don't see dates on the particular class, that is a private course, and we'll schedule that around your schedule. We do it every day.
There you go.
Okay, hold on. They said, I'm Yazoo City, Mississippi. Street Stars, Harry Tate. What up?
What's happening?
That's not even a question.
I know. I just want to read. I'm just reading nigga shit.
Oh, wait. I got a real question.
They got a question. Get that question, nigga.
You can still carry a permit and practice regularly. Stay prayed up. Keep your head up and on the swivel. That's a fact.
That's not even a question.
Okay,
hey, everybody live, ask your questions, man.
It's okay. I'm responding either way.
Because I saw y'all in the comments going back and forth with this man about
take your time, ask questions, make statements. I'm charging them about an hour, man.
Quick question. In the situation of a mass shooting, should someone, if they're running away from a gunman, should they run in a straight line or a zigzag?
Okay, so there are two responses to a mass shooter. You have the designated protectors, i.e. security and law enforcement, and you have the general populace, okay? Run, hide, and fight. That's going to be the ideal. Run, hide, and fight. If you can run in a zigzag, cool, do it. But if it's a crowd of people, it might not be in your best interest to do that because you run in a zigzag, bump into somebody, trip and fall. Now you get killed by stampede. So you got to be careful with that. So what we'll say, and one of the terms you hear me use throughout this entire live is totality of circumstance. Totality of circumstance is going to dictate what you do in the moment. The book might say this, but my environment and circumstances may not allow me to do that.
All right, so we got a new question.
Yeah.
There you go. You can read it. What is the real law on self-defense?
Nice. Very good question. What is the real law of self-defense? That's going to vary from state to state. In the state of Texas, it's going to be Penal Code 9.32. Yeah, Penal Code 9. Penal Code 9. 9.22 is necessity, and 9.3 is self-defense.
Damn, you know the damn penal codes. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, for those who are just now entering, I know it's going to take a while, about 30 minutes before everybody get the notifications. You can join the discussion live. You can click the link in the bio, StreamYard. Your face will be on TV, and you can ask Body by O anything. Body by O, please tell them where they can find you.
Yo, this is O from Body by O Tactical, a coach from the Academy and a coach from the Community Security. You can find me, bodybyo.tactical.com, Instagram, bodybyo318. TikTok, no, let's do Twitter. Twitter, bodybyo318. TikTok, that can be Chocolate Paw Paw. We got you. We in there.
Okay, we had one from TikTok. What was the question from TikTok?
TikTok, let's do it.
Have you ever been security for someone famous or rich, and if yes, who?
All the time.
They want who?
They want to who?
Who?
Oh man. I won't run down the list, but I will give you the one that I was starstruck. Like, so y'all got Beyonce right now, right? Back in the day, we had our own Beyonce equivalent. And literally last year, I had the privilege of doing security for Maya.
Oh yes,
my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I met Maya in Vegas in person.
Oh my God.
She's still fine.
Yeah, in person.
Oh my God. For Maya to be in her 40s,
Yes, yeah.
Bro.
She don't get her just desserts.
bro, that was one of the highlights of my career. So Maya would be my favorite, but I've done security for you name it, all of them.
Oh, let me ask. Monty had a question. Shout out Reallyfe Monty. He said, "When was the last time you knocked somebody out?"
The last time I knocked somebody out was the last time I pleaded the fifth. Come on, man. Y'all trying to get me.
They want to know. You know, it's funny because our last interview, that story when you were telling it about the worst fight you had.
Yeah.
I don't know if most people got that it was a girl till you got to the point.
Bro, it was like 3 girls, like all of them were like 5 feet tall and 100 pounds. Tore us up. That was bad.
amazing.
It was awesome.
Hold on. We got a question from TikTok.
What you got? Let's come on, TikTok.
Have you ever refused a security job because it was
Absolutely.
too dangerous?
Absolutely. Not that it was dangerous, because so here's the deal. There are a lot of guys in the security world who pick up jobs for FaceTime, if that makes sense. Okay. Just by the grace of the universe, God, whoever it is you pray to, I've had the ability to be in spaces to get my career started, so I didn't have to do a lot of stuff for FaceTime. But there are some times that you can do security for people that can put you and your team at danger, or even put your career at risk. So you got to be careful with that, depending on how far you're trying to go.
All right, we got one up here. Tyrus Thomas, where is the best place to have your firearm while you are driving?
Within arm's reach.
Glove compartment is bad.
Hold on, Mr. Bad Guy. Let me go in my glove compartment. Be right with you. Let me reach for it.
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen secret compartments. I've seen secret compartments that they have where your gun, like, is that illegal to put?
No, it's not illegal. So out of sight, out of mind, technically. The reality of it is you need to be able to get to it before the bad guy can do his bad thing. And in most cases, you're going to be behind the 8 ball anyway. The bad guy already knows he's going to do a bad thing. You mind your business. You had a stoplight. Bad guy was like, hey, that's a nice Porsche you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody took it. They hop out, they come into your car. You're like, why is this guy coming to my car when you should be drawing your weapon?
It's funny because, Mo 3, rest in peace, Mo 3, he famously was seen going outside his car to go to the other side of his car to reach in the glove compartment. So I actually agree with what you're saying. Like, it should be in arm's reach if you're in danger. So I totally agree in that scenario.
Okay. TikTok question.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody listening from where you're
Big
listening
shout out,
to.
man.
If you want to be interactive, Make sure you go to our YouTube page, Real Life Productions. Shout out TikTok
Click on the link,
boss.
too.
Huh?
Click the link,
Click the link
Come on.
to come on and ask a question. Shout out TikTok boss. Hey, that boy right there
TikTok
going so
boss
crazy.
on
TikTok
fire.
young boss.
He on
He
fire.
on
Like,
fire.
like serious. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
he doing
you
it.
just did 5 million views with one clip in a day.
In one day.
I did?
You did.
Just,
You did.
just yesterday.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about
Let's
that.
talk about
But
it.
let's ask the
Where my
question
money
at the
at
head.
though? Like,
There's no money in it.
Hey, have you almost died in the line of duty?
yes.
Explain.
No.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
No.
Do
Now,
you-
let
go
me
ahead,
be
go ahead.
clear. I am not here to over sensationalize the dangers of the job.
Right.
I don't want people to think, ooh, that's a cool job. I get hero cool points and all that. You got to understand, in the security world, anytime you put your hands on someone, that's a legal issue.
Yes.
And a lot of times those cases can't be discussed.
There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Or you open up.
I don't want you guys to, to come and think, oh, it's real cool to beat people ass. No, bro. This is serious.
So how do you, when you, let's say your life was in possible danger, when you go home, when you clock out for that day, and how do you reset for the next day to go back to the job?
Wow. Oh, it's funny you said that. We just lost a sister in Chicago, cop. I can't remember her name.
I saw that though. I saw the headline.
So she works the beat. She's doing it every day. When she got home, when she got to her residence or close to it, she kind of let her guard down.
It was 3 young men that, it's 17,
Come on, bro.
16,
Come on,
and
man.
16 or something like that. I'm like,
We just don't, and I hate to say this, but the reality of it is you can't let your guard down. Even in your house, people will come into your house. There is no safe space. And that's what a lot of people were saying about the Allen shooting. Like, where can we go that's safe, that's, not in the range of people shooting at you?
so we're on Botham John.
Botham Jean, let's do it.
Botham Jean.
Mhm.
With that scenario, do you feel Amber Geiger was acting based on, like, she didn't turn it off?
No,
Okay. All right. That's all I want to know.
that was a shit show.
Okay.
All right. We have a question from Alpha House. Shout out Alpha House. What is your favorite knife to carry? And if a hand-to-hand for your life goes down, what are your favorite areas to strike hard and fast with the blade to end it quick?
I have a blade. I don't remember the name of it, but I got it from Surplus Army. Big shout out Surplus Army. Gun manufacturer in Philadelphia. He has some knives in his counter. He gave me a knife. I don't have a specific favorite knife, but I will say my favorite knife, sharp knife. Yeah. If I gotta go,
Rated.
come on. If I gotta go hand to hand, extremely, that's a bad day. That is all the way a bad day.
Damn.
I'm out of bullets.
You gotta keep that extra
Hand to
clip.
hand with a knife. I will go to the throat and eat without a knife. I'm going to the throat. I'm shutting you down. Throat, nasal cavity, anywhere in there. That's what
All
I
right. So headphones. We have a
Let's do it.
caller.
Let's do it. Okay.
Announce yourself, Jaron. You are live with Body by Old Tactical.
Shout out, Jaron.
Shout
What's
out,
up,
Jaron,
Wick?
for clicking that link. You can do so too. If you jump online, Real Life Productions, click the link. You can be added to the chat. What do you got?
Oh, hey. Oh, phone's about to die. Shit. Yeah. I'm just tapping in. I'm seeing what's going on. I just can't speak my piece. I see there's questions that need to be addressed. Give me 1 second while I plug up my phone. I wasn't ready for all this shit.
Okay, Jaron wasn't quite ready.
Okay.
So yeah,
No worries.
His phone was about to die. Let him charge that thing.
All right. Yep. Let it back on.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. So I have to ask you then. Again, we were just talking about the movie The Covenant.
Right,
With,
yeah.
Guy Ritchie's movie.
Mhm.
Great movie. You haven't seen it. They went to a lot of hand-to-hand combat knife fights in that scenario,
Yeah,
of course, to as far as not to make any noise.
Right.
We asked you a question about 10 stories.
Crazy.
6 bullets.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Man, we had some crazy questions. With 10 stories, 6 bullets in that scenario, do you still stand on hey, lights? Can I control the lights? Do I have night vision? Like, are there certain scenarios in which you can have the upper hand in a scenario where you're outnumbered?
So you being outnumbered, like let's not get the TV shit over sensationalized.
Arnold Schwarzenegger type movies.
Bro, I like when you outnumbered, you outnumbered. Now it's different. Now, if you said 10 stories and I got a team of 4, then it could be 4 or 5 people on each floor. If I got a team of 4, it's more than I can do. But I got too many blind spots as an individual. That's why when we teach like CQB and room clearing, the last thing you want to do is clear a room or do CQB by yourself. That is the most horrible situation. You don't expect to make it out of that. Come on, man. No. It's not practical.
All right, somebody asked a question in the TikTok, right?
Let's do it.
What was? Hold on, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, so you wouldn't tell us who all you've really done security for, but have you traveled abroad with them, and if so, where?
Yes, I actually have. Different states. I'm working on some contracts overseas right now. Overseas is dangerous. It's a lot more dangerous than the States because we can't take guns overseas all the time, you know. But yeah, it's so I'll say it this way. 99.9% of the celebrities you see come through with Bebe, I'm there. Just to give you context. Yeah.
I like it. Now we have on the YouTube subscriber Voe. He asked the question, how can we fight you? Now I want to preface like this. Let's say what pisses you off when it comes to like, you know, you doing your job and what
nigga, fuck that.
All right,
how can we fight you?
Yeah, how can we fight you? But also what pisses you off? Like what gets you like to where you got to put your hands on somebody?
Okay, so let me make this clear. I am a disabled veteran. I ain't fighting none of you young niggas. I'm not. It's not gonna happen. So there's no can you fight me. Now, if you see me out in public and you want to put your mom on the front row, then run up. But I'm not. No, I'm not fighting nobody now.
Is Texas stand your ground?
Texas is stand your ground.
So if somebody start punching on you, you could hit them with the
That's Penal Code 9.33. We do not have the duty to retreat. If I have legal right to be standing where the force is used, I do not have to retreat. Sorry.
All right, Jaron,
I'm not fighting nobody, dude. I'm not fighting.
Jaron, you back? You back on the live, man?
You fight you, man. Nigga ain't.
Hey, we back on the live, man. Do you got a question? Do you got a question?
He's on mute.
Oh, my bad. I muted this nigga.
Can you hear me?
I muted you. My bad. I can hear you now.
Back. There we go, man.
You got a lot going on, Jaron.
Yeah, I'm trying to get adjusted. I have to get prepared. But it's a lot of things that's been happening in my past. Recently been validated as far as the way I've been feeling, the things that I've been seeing and experiencing. As far as the whole shit. I mean, everybody already knows. So let's skip this long story. I was on. Yeah. Can we get some of these other people on here? Well, actually, you know what? I don't really care about that. I need help trying to figure out how I can hold people accountable for their actions.
Okay, so give me a direct question. You want to know what?
I want to know where can I see all the shit that I was missing. I want to know.
You want to know where you can see everything about the weapons? I'm having a hard time hearing this guy.
No, not the weapons. I want to know about this show. I want to know the parts that I missed in my life. My main thing is finding out who was responsible for things. I have no ill will.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, Jared, hey, type the question in. I have no idea.
We're gonna pray for you, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't hear you.
I think he wanted us to know more about this show, about what the hell he's watching. Yeah. Like, what the hell is this?
Real-life street stuff.
Real-life street stuff, man. I mean, we
scroll down.
Body by old, man. What did you feel about the Black John Wick title? I'm just curious.
Man, the Black John Wick.
We didn't tell you we was gonna name it that.
Huh?
We didn't tell you we was gonna name it that.
No, y'all don't tell me nothing.
Nah,
like, bro,
we didn't tell you shit, but you woke up like 7 million views.
Woke up to
you don't.
I mean, I get it.
Hey,
so
let me put this into perspective.
Go ahead.
You got more views on TikTok than I think almost everybody we've ever interviewed.
Famous rappers.
Man,
and the topic. Wait, let's talk about the topic.
Okay,
the topic was
Black John.
Where do you put how old should you be to train your kid to do firearm safety? That was the one that went TikTok. Crazy.
Yeah. So and here's the thing, man. We gotta really dig into the reason we don't teach our children things at certain ages because we have an anxiety towards that particular topic or thing. You see what I'm saying? The reality of it is we try to, again, children are inquisitive. They want to know. Like when you're not looking, they're going to go try stuff. Think about it.
True.
Think about
But
it.
don't you feel if you teach them early, it'll get them to be more curious about it?
It depends. So what I do when parents bring their children to Uncle O, right?
Yeah.
I put them to work. See, you wanted to cut the grass until you actually had to cut the grass. You wanted to drive until mama sent you to the store when you was in the room chilling. Damn, I don't feel like getting up going. So we got to put them in that situation. We got to put them to work in that area. So that way, man, I don't want to do that. That's work. So you got to take the nostalgia out of it. And you can only take the nostalgia out of it when you do it. And then you do it again. And then you do it again. You take your kid out to Uncle O every weekend and it's hot, mosquitoes, and I got to shoot. I don't do this gun thing no more.
Who's the youngest that's been through your training? Like, what's the youngest that you've had?
I want to say about 4 or 5.
4? You had a 4-year-old rolling on the ground?
No, I didn't have a 4-year-old rolling on the ground. But like I said, you don't have to have a live firearm. We're teaching firearm safety. Most children's hands are not even big enough to actually shoot it for real. That's why they shoot themselves or shoot other people because they can't properly hold it, right? So we have to teach them the safety first. Does that make sense? So
that makes sense.
It's nothing for it, man. Literally, we can head out to the range on the way, stop by Walmart and grab a honeydew melon or something.
Can you
shoot it?
Tell the fans the difference, if they didn't already know, between the gauges and caliber, like when it comes to 12 gauge, 18 gauge, 16 gauge, 20 gauge shotguns, and also the caliber of bullets? Like, what is the difference?
That is a huge topic in science, right?
Yeah.
So when people say gauge or caliber, they're talking about the size of the cartridge, gauge for the shotgun, or they talk about the size of the bullet or projectile that's coming out of the gun. That's it. Gauge just means a measurement of size. That's it.
So I want to touch on it while we're here. They questioned the mile shot,
right?
With because I forgot what you said, but I think it was they were questioning the 223.
Yep, 223 556.
556. They were questioning what are you shooting?
Can it really go? Okay,
moving target.
All right. So now words matter, right? Okay. There is a difference between maximum effective range and physics and inertia. Okay. The maximum effective range, if I am going to actually engage someone to defend myself, defend whatever I'm doing or whatever mission, whatever, right? The maximum effective range for 223 556 is about 800, not even 500 yards. No one expects to do serious damage to anybody beyond that 500, 600, 700 yard mark for the 223 556. So what happens is from mountain to mountain, now we're talking about distance and somewhat of an angle as well, right? So when you shoot a bullet, okay, it's going faster than the speed of sound. It's going to go what we call transonic. It's going to slow down, slower than the speed of sound. Then it's going to tumble. And now it's like a football. It's like all it is throwing rocks.
Yeah.
So depending upon where Brett Favre, if he's standing on a mountain and he threw it into a canyon, that ball is going to keep going at a speed, and then gravity is going to take over at 9.8 meters per second square, but inertia is still going to be moving at whatever distance, right? So where it falls is where it falls. How far is that going to be? We don't know. He hasn't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? So it gets semantics are in there, right? But maximum effective ranges, I wouldn't try to do any damage to anybody beyond 500 yards to 223 556. Yeah.
We have to highlight. We got a first super chat.
Super chat. What's up, man? Salute the super chat, man.
They sent you $10. We need
bro,
more.
Appreciate that. Much love, man.
We need more leaders like you in our society.
Man, it's just a few of us out there. We just got to get in a space to where we're accepted by our own people. That might be another podcast.
There you go. Do you want the responsibility of, like, if somebody said, hey, we want O to take us, hey, teach us.
I'm here for it. Okay. Again, we had this conversation earlier, but when you say you're here for it, you got to be ready to be called coon and everything else they call me brainwashed and call me all the other kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
Have you ever shot a bow and arrow?
Have I ever shot a bow and arrow? Yeah, like a couple times. It's not my thing, but it's not. It didn't give me jollies, I guess.
It doesn't give me jollies. I hear you. So again, as we didn't, I want you to touch on it because you didn't get a chance to answer, but they call it the Black John Wick.
Yeah.
That title alone, we don't see too many characters like John Wick. He's a fictional character. But again, if anybody goes and people wonder why we titled it that, if they go watch your just your YouTube and see you out there, man, you really not only do it yourself, but you teach people to get down in there and learn actually tactical ways to shoot and defend. Just even that name alone, and again, we talked about the movie itself. Do you feel like more people need this type of training? Do you feel like we'll be in a situation where the type of training you teach will be necessary?
Yeah, all the time that type of training is necessary because, like I said, we're not teaching the quote unquote John Wick and have some people on there say he's more like the Equalizer. Okay, cool. First thing first, I'm completely humble at the idea that y'all when he put that in the title. I was like, bro, I was on a cruise. I woke up on a cruise. I was like, why's my phone blowing up? Like John Wick. I'm not. Wait a minute. But it was cool. I get it. Like big salute, big shout out. It's an honor to be even associated with such, even though it's a fictional character, just like the big brother Denzel in the Equalizer. The reality of it is there is no such thing as being too trained to defend yourself. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Okay. So when it comes down to your personal training to defend yourself, your fitness, your health, the sky's the limit. You never want to be in a situation like, damn, I should have went to the gym a few more times. Damn, I should have went to the range a few more times. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So like, I don't want anybody to think this is a one and done. And that goes, and there's a lot of people got upset about my statement just because you got your license and care, just because you was a cop, just because you was infantry. Man, stop.
They got
it's not, bro, we can do that if you want to. I'm here for it. I'm live. I hope some of them come on here in this live. We can deal with that too. But yeah, man, training should be an everyday thing.
So I got a question
Yes,
from Von Diesel on TikTok.
Let's do it.
Being that you work different shifts, speaking of health and wellness, what's your meal at the beginning and end of the day?
Out freaking standing, man. Meal one, depending upon what I'm working on, meal one comes right about 6 o'clock, which is after the gym. I get up about 4 something, hit the gym right there, no later than 5. Meal one, it'll probably be like a rice, a meat, and a green veggie, bro.
I like it simple. What's the largest gun you shot? As far as caliber, you shot 50 cal.
No, I shot a 250.
Okay.
Yeah, I shot 250.
I think I went to an Army Navy store one day and they had like the ability to purchase a grenade. Is that like, can you buy a grenade?
Bro,
really?
like, okay, my brother and I, we're going to buy a cannon.
Damn.
Like a Civil War, like
yeah, like
boom. Yeah, we got
put a
like
big ball
shit, bro. We're gonna. Well, my dad.
Whose castle is you sieging? Like,
bro, this was going. And my dad's probably on here listening. We're going to buy a cannon. We're going to secretly take it to the house and property, and we're gonna launch it.
Let it off.
And he's probably gonna ride us out of the wheel and kick us off the property that day. But it's okay. It's gonna be worth it.
I seen a young kid one day. He went to a club to get at his op with a rocket launcher. This happened like maybe a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Can you buy like what is it at the gun shop? At the gun show?
Okay, so there you can buy. I want to say the RPG launchers. RPG means rocket propelled grenade. Yeah, I think you could buy the actual launcher, but finding the projectile is the hard part.
Oh, you gotta find the Stark Industry.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the plug, so please don't hit me up. Tell me what can I get a rocket now, bro? Bro,
I got no ammo for this hoe.
And like, dude, cats asked me this online, like under my post. Where can I get? No, that's not. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think it was a Don't Be a Menace where he had a USSR missile in his mailbox, and I said we're gonna get to the point where these might be able to be purchased on the black web or the black.
You can purchase anything. You got the money.
Okay, right, we got one.
Let's do it.
TikTok boss, go ahead.
Okay, so this is a question from TikTok boss.
TikTok boss.
Did you really join the Army because you got a girl pregnant?
All right, let's be clear. Number one, I did not join the Army because I got a girl pregnant. I joined the Air Force because my girlfriend at the time was pregnant. The hell are y'all talking about?
And then he said, it's the second part to that question. He said, what happened to the baby?
As a matter of fact, he's 22. He works security for me. He actually runs the company when I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, bless.
Big shit.
As far as being a security guard,
I don't like the term security guard.
Okay, yeah.
What's your term?
Security professional.
Security professional. How much on your pivot are you ready? Because I seen you in action. And I'm like, you don't mess around. I'm trying to joke with you. I'm trying to say what's up. You don't mess around. How tuned in are you? And who the hell are you looking at? What are you peeping?
Looking at. I'm at work, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'll use y'all for example. Something tangible. If I'm doing security for Bebe, and I'm joking around with you, and something happens to Bebe, you can be like, damn, you should have been paying attention.
That's the worst, yeah.
That's why I'm the way I am.
I wonder how bad does that affect somebody's reputation when they failed in a job?
It could destroy your career. Like, I mean, it can destroy your career. Seriously. That's why you only see certain people around me. I do not, and I'll say this, somebody did ask on one post, I absolutely refuse to hire people who have not been through my academy. Not gonna do it. I mean, it's nothing personal, because at the end of the day, it's my insurance and it's my name. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not it's too much. Not with the work we do. No.
All right. We have it's not really a question, but
let's do it.
He says, Joseph C. I live in Florida, Jacksonville, and I've been searching for your organizations. I've been searching for organizations and individuals like this guy, talking about you, high and low. I know where he's coming from and when he speaks about how others speak of him. So I guess for him, where can people who want to tap into you to come speak and give this inspirational message? Where can
easy, too easy. Bodybyotactical.com or bodybyotactical@gmail.com. Or just text. The information is on the website. The fastest way to get in contact with me is text the number that's on the website, 318-458-9515. That's the easiest way.
So I know they call you the chocolate papa.
Uh-oh.
So how old do you think is too old to do security? And is there a retirement age when you're doing security?
That's a personal thing. Depends on what type of security you want to do. Let's be fair. You can be 85 years old, standing at the front door of Walmart, just sitting there.
True.
All right. But if it's got during Bebe's birthday bash and we got Gucci in the building, we got who else was in the building that night? We got Baby in the building and a few other people in the building. You can't be you got to have some.
Okay. We got another question from OG Tank. I am an instructor with NAGA North Texas chapter. I know you used to be associated with the organization prior. What happened?
Let me make this perfectly clear. I used to be the assistant director of training of the National African American Gun Association. I will forever be associated with the National African American Gun Association. Those are my brothers and my sisters. I love them dearly. It wasn't a situation of, part ways, blah, 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 blah. My business, my career was going in a different projection. Still support them. I still train at different chapters throughout the country. Much love, Phil Smith. That's my boy. Man, it goes down.
I'm gonna read a quick comment off. And somebody has said, somebody said this man is a perfect example of a perfect example.
Man, I appreciate that. That's humbling. That's humbling.
It sounds like somebody on that Chocolate Thunder pop out.
Because my mama and my wife, my girlfriend might be like, this nigga.
Somebody shoot. Right. Somebody shoot.
My dad just be like, this boy, something wrong with this boy.
Someone also said, man, I took his class and you were too hard on him. I mean, they said more, but
So here's the reality of it, and I'm gonna put this out there. I am not the type of person to want to give the fluff. That's one thing I had to deal with in the very beginning of my firearms instructing career or even personal training career. People will give you a lot of fluff just to keep you coming back. So what I do, I expose you to the information and as much of the reality as I can, so that if you leave the range, go to the gas station, you'll at least have a sense of idea of what's happening if something happens at the gas station. Now, I will say this gun thing ain't for everybody. Everybody should not be toting a gun. Because if you think I'm mean in class because hey, let's go, and I'm putting pressure on you, what do you think that individual's how they gonna talk to you when they come to assault you? Are they gonna be nice to you? Yeah, they're gonna be hard on you too. But it's not my intent to be hard on someone and run them away. At the same time, I do understand that people are more sensitive than others. It is what it is. No harm. I mean, no ill intent. It happens. Yes, there you go.
So, have you ever had to deal with women just coming to your class trying to hit on you?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You in public.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But that's where my wife is standing there. So, my wife. So let me be perfectly clear, and we'll get to that if y'all ask about it. My wife is literally my COO. Like, don't get it twisted. On the fitness side, the firearm side, the academy, she's also an instructor as well. So if I have a woman come to class that thinks she want to be a little too fresh, no problem. Go over there with Tasha. If I have a woman who's gone through a trauma that's standing there crying and shaking with a gun, no problem. Come on, Tasha. Tasha gonna handle it. So, like, don't get it twisted. I always fellas, if you have a business, it is in your best interest to have your goddess and or queen involved in that business. Because the last thing
you need to
want,
repeat that. Repeat that.
the last thing you want,
The hardest part is to find the queen, though.
bro.
How do you find your queen?
She'll run off with your business.
How do you? Hey, honestly, if you were single,
Yeah.
how would you find your queen now? All the women, you know, what they say to me, women want to be paid to be in relationships now.
Yeah.
The shit is all fucked up. What's going on? How would you find your queen if you were single?
Transparency. If I were single right now, if I wanted a goddess or a queen, I would conduct myself like a god or a king easily.
Oh, talk to him.
So you can't. If the brother is walking literally in his purpose and he's upright, you can't approach him on I need you to pay me to be my girlfriend. No, you're gonna drop what you're doing and like I need to associate myself with this king right here or this god right here. So we can make all the complaints. We can make all the complaints about the women we want to, but at the end of the day, you're tracked.
Would you take her to the range with you as a date? Like,
You know
take a
what? I mean, I could,
Miss out.
but is that like if she wanted to go to the range on a date, cool. But to me, I would have to kind of this is about to be work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I gotta get on your ass,
baby, you fine as hell, but you're holding that gun wrong.
Hey, but what if you see it turning her on though?
Huh?
What if you see it turning her on? Would you just
Turning
her on like she's turned on by you're in your element? Some women will like to see that.
Yeah, that happens. As soon as it's over with, baby, we gonna
Like,
Body by Oak Tactical.
What if she handled the Desert Eagle? Like,
What if she start going too crazy?
what if she handled the Desert Eagle? Like,
so real. Like, if you go on let me tell y'all something, man. So if you go on my Instagram page, Body by 318, and you scroll down about a year or two ago, my wife stood her fine ass out there on the range, tight ass pants, sexy shirt, makeup done and shit. And she turned her gun upside down and shot 25 yards with a pinky. Bow, ding. Oh. Well, if the camera's rolling, that would have been an OnlyFans video.
Oh, it was a turn.
Oh man!
Oh, upside down with a pinky.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you see what I'm saying?
With the blitz.
Damn, still looking good.
All right. Let's get back to Q&A.
Get back to Q&A.
We're
Y'all got me distracted.
We getting a little. All right. Is doing security profitable? Shout out Joshua Underwood.
It very well can be. Now, don't get it twisted. You can make one young lady that I mentored. Big shout out to her. I ain't gonna put a business out right now. Big shout out to her. She started when I met her. I was working as a manager for another company. She was making like 13 in that capacity. This is not the executive protection side. She's making like 13 an hour. Now she's making 80 plus a year. So you can make six figures in security if you know what you're doing. Yeah, easy.
All right. We got another one. Hello to all. Do you still train in Florida? Thanks for your services.
Hey, appreciate that. Yes, I do. Just depending upon where you are, I got some stuff lined up to be down in South Florida, probably end of the summer, maybe beginning of fall.
There you go. I'm curious.
Wait, hold on. Wait. We got another one.
Hit me.
He said that's why I disagree with some of the military's new approach to training, as far as not putting verbal stress into the training.
Right. Yeah. That's a little different. So no, you can't train civilians like you train military.
Full Metal Jacket?
No, that's not. No, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But what we do want to do, we do want to bring some pressure into it because it's not going to be as simple as, hold on, let me pull my gun out. Okay, get it loaded and pow. Got you, Mr. Bad Guy. No, it's not going to be that. So we do want to, as the levels progress, we do want to add some intensity there. And that one young lady, I think she was talking about a license to carry class when we have a timed block. The state requires that we have a time block. And I'm saying like, hey, hurry up, let's go. We got to get these shots in, so on and so forth. And that very well may have, been, a little trigger for her. And that happens. But that was a few years ago. That's when we really started paying attention and putting a lot of the mental health stuff in there because people come with triggers. We don't know what they've been through. So we put a lot of stuff in that before we even get out there now. So we got that measure fixed. Hope she comes back, man. I think I offered her a free class.
Oh, damn. There you go.
Okay. John Doe, do you have any non-black employees on your team?
Y'all want me to be racist so bad, bro.
They be wanting it, man.
Do I have? Yes, I do have non-black on my team. I got 2 Hispanics. I got a white, big, swole white boy with Confederate flag on his arm. I got a big white boy from Chicago. Yeah, we pretty diverse. Yeah,
I like it.
We have a TikTok question.
Okay, so in recent news, it's been said that rappers have the most dangerous job. Do you think that your security work is more dangerous, or do you think being in the armed force was more dangerous?
I would say being okay. That was like a loaded question.
Okay, you want me to start over?
No, I got you. Rappers right now, the life expectancy of them is really, really short. I had some stats last time, but I think like 22, 23, something like that. They're dying pretty young. I do attribute that to them not having the quality of security that they need. With that being said, being in the armed forces, I'll back that up. Being in executive protection is in fact more dangerous than being in the armed forces. Here's why. A lot of people think, oh, you join the military, you automatically go into war. Absolutely not. The military has all the same jobs that are here in the civilian world. Less than 5% of the military actually go to war. So let's not get that twisted. Everybody's in the yes. When you come to basic training, we're going to teach you how to fold a t-shirt. We're going to teach you how to shoot a rifle. We're going to teach you how to march. But that doesn't mean you're going to war. If your job is administration and you sitting at a desk in personnel for 20 years, you sitting at a desk in personnel for 20 years. It is what it is.
We need you administrating.
It is what it
I'm
is.
curious, would you take a security job from Tekashi?
As a matter of fact, my mentor was the one that took that contract. Shout out.
Really?
Shout out.
Man, because I was wondering, like, to me,
Who kept him alive?
yeah,
So
that's got to cost a lot. That's going to cost.
It costs quite a bit. But I want you to understand one thing about Tekashi that I really wish most rappers would take into account. He spared no expense for his life.
There you go.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine, we talking about Shadow Group. Big shout out to Samir Bolivar, rest in peace. That's my mentor. Yeah, he did his thing. So that I fall under that label per se. I didn't personally do security for Tekashi, but that group,
You would, if for the right price, knowing a person's a high target, you would.
I mean, so
jump out there.
Again, if a person is a high target and you have the resources to defend him, it's not as difficult as you think it is.
I see.
As long as they're not out there acting a fool. He's not. Tekashi ain't stand up in Walmart talking crazy. He'll get on the internet, do what he got to do, but he's not gonna go to Oak Cliff in the middle of Oak Cliff with a megaphone and talk crazy. So it's not as. Yeah.
What do you say when you see the rapper on the security guy's shoulders, like to get carried out the club or like, I'm like, is that like a little too much?
I mean, you talk about baby. Okay. I mean, let me salute. So here's what people, we laugh at it, but him and his security guard, they got a relationship. At that level, you have to have a relationship. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Because at a certain point, you don't want it to be just a job. How many people cut corners because it's just a job?
That's true.
You can't afford that with
You
your
gotta care a
life.
little more.
All right. Alpha House, you've been super active. Shout out to you. Do you utilize OC spray or tasers as part of your working gear?
Some of my guards do. I don't because I'm very rarely in that capacity anymore. But if I have to, I will. Quick question: what does that Alpha stand for in the Alpha House? I see the gorilla there. What the hell you?
Yeah.
you talking
Alpha,
about?
please
What
let us
Yeah,
know.
Alpha,
What are you doing?
if you're in the chat, man,
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
Yeah, Alpha. What is that about?
You in the lumberyard or what?
Alpha,
And-
man,
and-
if you're in the chat, call up, man. You've been super active.
He's,
Call up,
while
man.
he's typing, when you see Charleston White with all kind of maces, do you feel like that's a good mechanism to defend yourself?
Yes. At the end of the day, I mean, his style is different. At the end of the day, Mace is gonna get him off you. It's a non-lethal
Send him back to that Smurf van.
objective. Yeah, it's a non-lethal objective. I mean, at the end of and glad you said that. We have a question that we ask in our courses. Where do you think your mind actually has to be able to take a life?
Desperation or
Let's run this back.
yeah.
You in your car, you got your babies in the back. You're a single mom. You just come to get gas. Dude runs up. You didn't even get in a fight in high school, right? The most you've done, you got mad and pushed your boyfriend because you saw something in his phone. That's the most you've ever done, right? So this dude rolls up and you got to pull the trigger. That's a whole nother mental health issue we got to deal with, bro. So like, I get it. Like non-lethal stuff is cool. Do you think?
So I got to ask you then, in a scenario where you're in your home, you're in your bed with your woman, you sleep, you hear noises downstairs and intruders in your house. You feel there's an intruder in your house. Your gun, of course, is either in your lockbox next in your drawer or let's say in your closet, but it's up there with you. Do you go to the danger or you wait for the danger to come to you?
As a man in the house, you need to go to the danger. Okay, you know your house. The bad guy doesn't. You're supposed to know your house. Old school. Your dad used to get up and walk through that house in the middle of the night, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Why do you do that? 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody sleep, he come check on everybody. Yeah. That's an old school mentality. I still have that. I hope y'all still do it too. But that helps you learn your house in the dark.
So when we watch movies, they normally show like professional, like cops walking through the house with their gun pointed down,
clearing the house. Yeah.
Why not walk with the gun pointed up to ready to shoot whatever you fucking see?
All right. Totality of circumstance. How many people live in the house? Does he have to go? Is he going to a room where his babies are? So yeah, totality of circumstance. It all depends. Now, if it's just me and my wife in the house,
we shooting anything. Whatever's in this, whatever gotta go,
bro. Like one night, I don't know if I said it last time, but one night, the goddess thought somebody was in the house. It was crazy. She was, "Hey, I think somebody in the house." I'm like, why are you excited about somebody in the house? Get it. But yeah, like I said, if you're in the house, if it's just you and the queen in the house, go ahead, do your thing.
All right. Alpha House answered your question. He said nickname and former CEO.
Okay, cool.
All right. OD said, what is your favorite non-lethal defense tool?
Oh man, verbal judo.
Verbal judo.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Some niggas don't listen though.
Yeah, they don't.
All right. Tactical Precision Training LLC says, when's the next time you're coming to PA?
I was supposed to call. Thank you for that, bro. Shoot, I was supposed to call Tom back today. So I'll be back up there with Surplus Army soon. Definitely.
Okay. And then we have Psych L333. Would you want your client to be able to shoot if he has or if he has to in a volatile situation? He wrote that up. Okay.
I got you. Again, totality of circumstance. Okay. What does your environment, what are the options that your environment give you to do? Yes, you got a split second to make that decision. But again, totality of circumstance. If you can get in and get out non-lethal, cool, keep it non-lethal. If you fear for your life, handle business.
Okay, I got a question from
Yes,
TikTok. This TikTok boss again. You said that you had a passion for music before joining the Air Force. Would you pursue it in any way now?
No. I mean, my trumpet is literally sitting out, you know.
Him doing drill music?
Chocolate pow. Nah, bro, you have all the guns.
You know, you get on my nerves, man.
We would believe you, nigga.
Whatever come out his mouth,
bro. As a matter of fact, my trumpet is literally still sitting out, man. I play it every once in a while. I'll probably play it again tomorrow.
Wait, you got a song we can
Play shit, we can play. Hey, do y'all want to hear? If y'all want to hear Chocolate Pow Pow in the chat, put yes. We gotta pull the poll up. How we put the poll up? Do y'all want to hear this nigga's music? If y'all want to hear it,
crazy man. He take medicine, bro. He has a
Chocolate
problem.
Pop Out. There is no way that you play the trumpet and you're not on TikTok playing it. Your shit gonna go viral.
super viral, nigga.
Take your shirt off, show your, you get your gun right next to you, like you gonna go viral.
the first quarter with the shirt off.
We finna turn this nigga up, man.
Is that a request?
yes.
It sounded like a
yes. Did you hear how she said it? She visualized it, nigga.
It sounded requestful.
She literally visualized. She can see it.
A little misspray, and then
Okay.
Hey, hold on.
So in the event that I do that, it would be on TikTok or it would be on my private Instagram page, Chocolate Pawpaw _official.
Chocolate Pow Pow OnlyFans. Join. Hey, where he walking
Did I
out.
tell you this nigga get on my nerves?
I know it. Hey, hold on. All right, listen. Nature's best. What's your advice on introducing ammo to a young adult male child that is not excited about them?
Okay,
maybe a little intimidating.
If we're talking, I'm assuming you're talking about handguns. Let me see. M&P, they have a great 22 rifle. Glock has a Glock 44 that's 22. Start them there. Start them with the 22, man. No worries.
Now start with 22.
Okay. Scar ZU, do you teach medical? Have TECC courses?
We do teach Stop the Bleed. We do teach that. I don't teach it on mass courses. Like I don't promote those classes, but I do take my academy. I do teach those courses in my academy. So if you come to the academy, you will get Stop the Bleed.
Okay,
this is a question from a real life Joker. Are you cold with a paintball, and could you beat real life 3 stars?
All right, paintball. I am a beast in paintball. Last time I played paintball, it was my bonus son's birthday, and we went out for paintball, and it got bad.
It got bad.
I got tired of shooting them, and I literally ran to their side.
Oh man,
It's bad.
All right.
It's fun.
All right, we got tactical precision training. I'm sure this is from your YouTube.
I got another TikTok question too. Go ahead.
Are you planning on creating a flight school to teach us how to fly them planes?
That is the goal, man. I appreciate that. That is my long-term. I'm tired of doing this gun stuff, and I just want to teach the babies. As a matter of fact, I took a baby up today. Yeah, it was amazing. I love it. Like that's where I'm really thinking. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some guys together, some girls together who are instructors now, and I think I'm gonna do a school for us. You know what I mean?
It's an amazing thing.
Not that we don't have spaces to go, but just a school for the babies, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get them exposed.
All right, Luxurious Green. When are you bringing back the women classes? I want my wife to get training and didn't see it on your website.
Let's talk about it. The reason you don't see women's classes on my website is because you need to go to Tactical Social Worker PLLC. That's my wife's website. I'm sorry, Tactical Social Worker PLLC is Instagram. Her website is tacticalsocialworker.com. Go to my wife's
and
page.
shout out your wife. Does she get does she like or get turned on when she see you pulling out a plane? Like,
Yeah. It happened today. Yeah. It happened today.
This is one man. He's a one man show.
Like baby, I gotta fly the little kid up. We can't do this in front of the little kid, baby. You got yeah. It happens. It's a thing. TikTok question.
So TikTok question. How would you react if you found out that your daughter or son wanted to join the Army or the Air Force or any branch?
Man, I honestly tried to get my son to join the military. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just like, bro,
what was his reason? To not join?
He was like, well, his situation was different. He grew up in that life. He was born in Japan. He was just, I just think he just wasn't for it. He's like, yeah.
Oh, they said they found the website.
Yeah. Good.
They found the website on there. Hey, real quick.
Promote your YouTube real quick. I gotta figure out how to.
YouTube is Body by Old Tactical.
Body by Old Tactical.
Let me see if I can share this, bro. I got it.
Right
I got
now.
it.
You put it up there. On
I got it right
like,
here. Hold
comment,
on.
share, subscribe. Let's do it. Body by Old Tactical.
I actually have the website open. I don't know why it is.
So we can put it in the lower third.
Okay, I'm let her ask the question.
Okay, they say Army girls are freaky. Is it the same with Air Force girls?
Let me think. You know what? I think it's about the same. I'll be fair. I think it's about the same. But what it is, the Army uniform fits different from the Air Force uniform. Now, sisters is rocking the Air Force uniform. Sisters in the Army uniform, it just fit different. And you'd be like,
so you saying the booty popping in the Army more than the...
Wait, so how does like intercourse happen in the Army when you like a young lady? Like, y'all got to sneak off and do it, or
it happens the same way it happens in the civilian world, bro? What do you?
No, I don't know. I feel like it's co-ed. Is it like? Shit,
did I tell y'all I don't like Reallyfe Street Stars?
No, it's an ignorant question, but it's good. Like,
he's trying not to kill us right now.
So here's okay. Let's be transparent, right? In the military, you get up, you go to work, you work your 8-hour, your 12-hour shift, just like everybody else does, and you go home and you take your uniform off. Yeah, it's just like everything else, bro. Like now if you talk about we over there in the suck and we in a tent, then that ain't something you thinking about. You think about you think about other shit. But
that's right.
Hey, just to confirm, is that that's it right there? Body by I fucked it up.
Body by O.
Look, I fucked it up. Hold on.
We're gonna retype.
No, I fucked it up, y'all.
Put O in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna retype it down. As he's pulling, he's gonna put the website and
boom,
also
that it right there?
BodyByOldTactical.com. That is it.
And that's also the YouTube Body by Old Tactical on the YouTube. And
Body by Old Tactical. Yeah. The links. I think the links are on my as you scroll all the way down, you see the links there too.
There you go.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Any questions on TikTok? Okay, hold on.
So shout out to Wasp Red.
Okay.
How do you feel about legalizing marijuana possession coupled with legalizing firearms?
Too much money ain't gonna happen. ATF don't play that.
Can you be high and shoot good?
Never tried it. Don't know.
he's like, I don't know.
And I tell you, I'm not a fan of Reallyfe Street Stars.
and as we go, I want you to tell the story as far as you tried to take all your weapons on a plane one day and got stopped in LA.
Yeah.
Can you tell that story, please?
So traveling with firearms is a thing, right? You got to know the protocol. And what I was saying in that moment was Big shout out to Redstone Firearms. Big shout out plug. Redstone Firearms, Burbank, California. Amazing.
You should try to take them all.
Bro, like the city you live in, their responsibility is making sure the firearms are secure. It's not their business if you send that firearm to a state that doesn't allow firearms. Yeah, so like that's not a thing you want to play with. Don't mess around in the airport. Don't mess around in the airport with no.
So you didn't know that when you were landing in Burbank that they had laws of how many firearms you can have, how they're supposed to be.
It wasn't the firearm. It was they have a capacity law.
Yes.
And wrong magazines. So big shout out to Airport Police Department for not throwing me under the jailhouse and understanding. I appreciate that.
All right, we got a question from OG Tank. For a brand new shooter, never touched a weapon before, do you prefer a handgun or a rifle?
All right.
Good
Both.
question.
Both.
Wait, both at the same time? Like GoldenEye?
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is it. No, handgun is fine. Okay, so here's what we don't want to do. We don't want to take the concept of a new shooter and just call them inept and stupid. Let's get them out there, see what they can do. So when someone comes to us, hey, I've never shot a gun before, I don't own a gun. Cool. We have a firearm rental option. We bring out several different all sizes of pistols. We're gonna do a whole touchy-feely thing long before we get to the bang. So you're gonna know what feels good in your hand, so on and so forth, before you can get there.
So I gotta ask you, John Morant.
Wait. Let's get these questions off.
I mean, I want to really talk about John Morant.
I definitely want to talk
It's a
about
Q&A
that.
session, nigga.
We need to talk about that. Yes,
We gonna talk about that. But first, tactical precision training. What are some tips you would give someone new to the security EP lifestyle?
Make it a lifestyle. Thank you for that. Literally make it a lifestyle. Keep your head on the swivel. Train every day because you don't know if your next job is going to be that job.
What if your lady didn't like guns?
Sir?
Get a new lady?
It's not a matter of liking guns for me. It's a matter of understanding that you've given me the responsibility that you're holding me accountable for keeping you protected. Guy walks in here with a gun, puts a gun in my face and a gun in your face and decides to rape you. I have to think about that I was dumb enough to listen to you and say no guns in the house and watch him rape you. And after that rape, you're going to accuse me of allowing him to rape you. So fellas, you got to put your foot down. Stop all that.
Ooh. Hey, King Sigma, thoughts on PSA firearms?
Thoughts on PSA firearms?
Yes, that's what they said.
What is that, Aku? What are you saying with PSA firearms?
King Sigma, can you clarify in the comments?
What are you trying to say?
Please, King Simmons.
Please,
Shout out
please
King
Public
clarify.
service announcement firearms?
I thought that some shit you might.
Sounds
I don't know. Sound like some code and shit.
Talking about.
No.
Hey,
Typo. No worries.
hey, remember, guys, you guys can definitely jump up and actually join the live and ask him yourself. We do take the comments in the chat.
He
You
might
can
be
click
talking
the
about
link.
Palmetto
Live,
State.
man.
He might be talking about.
Oh, here you go. He
Palmetto
clarified.
State.
He clarified.
Did he say Palmetto?
Yeah.
I don't have any firearms from Palmetto State. Again, majority of my rifles, all of my surplus Army, man. Surplus ARME. Surplusarmy.com in Philly, man. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know enough about them. Say anything good or bad about Palmetto State.
So they say America goes to war with countries that they want to steal resources from. Do you feel like that's happening in Iraq?
Do I feel like that happened in Iraq? No, I think it was deeper than that. I think that was the issue with conspiracy theory level 4. When Bush said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, I'm the type to think that he was on some Stargate type shit.
Damn, not Stargate.
Yeah, I'll leave that there.
That's why I'm
Conspiracy.
curious. As a person who lives in Texas, if I'd never been to a gun show, how do I go to a gun show and not get got? Like, how do I go out and come up on top? Like, what questions do I ask?
Okay. The first thing you need to do, you need to find a firearms instructor and take a course. Take the license to carry course and ask questions. Plug. Even if you have your license to carry, take a license to carry course as a refresher, and ask whatever you want.
There you go.
That is the cheapest way to get all your questions answered. Because most people would charge you for, hey, I want a console or whatever they're gonna charge you. But pay your little $75, $100, and take license to carry course. You can refresh on all the laws and the updates and changes, and then ask whatever you want.
They have them on Groupon.
They do have them on Groupon.
There you go.
So with all these skills, have you ever been contacted by the FBI to work with them, and would you?
Black John Wick.
I've been contacted by the FBI asking about other people. I think I'm too old, but if they had asked me, I probably would. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Now I have to, of course, I want to touch on the John Morant situation. He was seen again waving a gun in his car. It looks like in his own neighborhood.
Right.
For what the people are saying, that he broke no laws.
Facts.
Just first of all, what are your thoughts? Because you mentioned something in the last interview about young guys with guns not knowing 95% don't have the capability of even using them the proper way.
Okay.
When you seen the John Morant once again waving the gun in the car, listening to NBA YoungBoy, what goes on in your head? What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so little brother, Ja, somebody tag him.
Tag him. Ja, hop in the comments.
Here's my message to Ja. In this country, you do have the Second Amendment right to have your gun. You have the Second Amendment right to have your gun on social media. My gun's on my social media. However, if your employer exercises its right in this country to at will punish, suspend, whatever, you want to be sensitive to that. Now I'm gonna say this to you, Ja, little bro. Don't mess your money up behind these likes and all that. Like I said, I mean, you're doing your thing. You know, I don't think, me personally, I don't think this is gonna be the end of his career.
No. Couple of games.
Is it unfair to a degree for his employer to put that kind of pressure on him? Now, well, here's the deal. Yes, he was in the car. He was on live. We can't tell whether or not the gun was loaded. We don't know if he cleared the gun or not, right?
Was it even real?
We don't know, okay? But what we do know, now, and somebody posted a couple other NBA guys, they were actually at a gun range in a controlled environment.
I seen that.
That's going to be the catalyst. Oh, well, they were in a controlled environment. You look like you was gangbanging.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So your employer might want to separate themselves from the look, the optics. Perfect example, like when those girls whooped our ass that night at the club, it was optics. Yeah. Okay, do I need to take a little ass whooping that really don't hurt? Or should I punch this girl in the jaw?
Yeah.
Optics.
It's like you're the face of the company. It's like Subway catching Jared at a buffet.
Yeah.
It's not against the law, but bro, we need you to stay away from the buffet.
He did not break the law. Right. However, he kind of bruised the agreement between him and his employer.
Yeah, he's the face. Or they're trying to make him the face.
Yeah.
Can't have Michael Jordan out there waving the blicky.
All right.
We got some let's catch up here. We got a few questions.
Let's do it.
We got Alpha House back. He said, what are your thoughts on the KSG 12 gauge shotgun versus the Mossberg 12 shotgun?
Ooh, good question.
I'm a fan of the Mossberg because I just like the action. You know what I mean? But if you like it, I love it. Do your thing.
There you go. All right. This is not a question. It's more, I want the PSA dagger. They giving out 10 mags off the rip.
Run it. Run it.
Sounds like a deal. All right.
10 times 30 is 300 rounds, baby. Let's do it.
All right, let's see. As long as Ja wasn't on facilities or with the team, he didn't break any team rules. I believe it's 9. I believe it's a 0.9.
Subsection 8.
Subsection 8.
That's a great possibility. That's between his attorney is going to have to articulate that.
Okay. All right. Any TikTok? Hold on.
So you say you've been security for people in the music industry.
Yes.
What about the sports industry? And one specific is saying, would you be security for James Harden?
I've trained several clients. I got several guys here in the DFW area that are security for some sports guys. James Harden. What's the deal with James Harden? What's the problem?
I don't know. Is he a hard head? What's the deal with James Harden?
He be wild.
He be wilding in the club.
I mean,
hey. Have you ever encountered a situation where your intuition played a significant role in preventing a potential security breach?
Oh, y'all see that all the time. Yeah.
Give us an example.
Great example for, like, y'all seen me at the hub, walk up to somebody, put my arm around them and walk them out. I mean, if you standing there mean mugging the crowd, you mean mugging the artist, you mean mugging so on and so forth. I got to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Have you ever put a man to sleep in a chokehold? Have you ever done that like in your younger years or just in life?
Oh, like the guy on the train in New York. I plead the fifth.
Guy on the train in New York.
Plead the fifth. I've never done anything like that.
Okay.
We'll ask that question. All right. Somebody said one last question.
One last.
Come on, man. Ain't no such thing. That's as much as you want.
Do you prefer AR or AK?
I prefer AR. I mean, that's a debate. Let me say this.
You're not Taliban.
I'm finna make some enemies right now. The only reason Ussins, I think this is me talking. This is 100% my opinion. I'm trolling right now. I'm aggravating everybody that likes AK. The only reason you like AK because it's a sign of resistance against America. You got issues with America.
That is
but
true.
I'm not an AK fan.
You're not Taliban.
Okay.
I'm not Taliban.
All right. And somebody said thoughts on RIP Jordan Neely and the chokehold in the NY.
Yeah, we just talked. Yeah, we spoke on that.
So that is a situation. So we have to make sure that we don't get too emotional with a lot of stuff. Got to see it from both sides. We had a couple of our sisters on the news saying, "Hey, we getting pushed on train tracks. We're getting assaulted." So on and so forth. We don't know what was going to happen. Do I think that young soldier went too far? Absolutely. Right? You don't have to choke anybody out to restrain them. You don't have to put your hand around their neck to restrain them. Right? But the reality of it is he did go too far. I understand both sides of it. He's got to suffer the consequences of going too far.
I like it. What should someone do when purchasing a used gun from a pawn shop to make sure it's, clean or make sure it's
not hot? That pawn shop, in the event that gun is hot, it's going to fall on the pawn shop. That pawn shop should have already done the background checks and run it through the police before they can even sell it. Good one.
So I got a versus over here. A FNH 57 versus a Ruger 57.
F and N, man. I'm gonna ping the F and N.
Look, shout out to Ruger. I'm not anti-Ruger, but I would do FN before I do
Ruger's old school. Ruger. What's your thoughts on the Tommy gun?
I had my AK at O's class. Good times. Yes, indeed. I probably talked a whole lot of shit too.
Oh, he had an AK at your class?
I'm sure I talked a whole lot of shit in that class. I know I did.
What's your thoughts on the Tommy gun?
Old school, man. It's a relic. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Get you a good one, clean it up, put it in a safe or a case or something. Let it sit there. Yeah.
There you go. Dillinger.
Nice. Even better. Yeah.
So I'm not trying to bring up race, but I do have a question.
Sure.
So in the Black culture, not a lot of individuals teach their young kids how to use guns, but in every other culture they do. How do you think that is? Do you think that there's a way for us to get our young kids more engaged to where there'll be more safety?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Great observation. That's actually, I would say that's true. Our counterparts are a lot more involved. I do think there is a lot of trauma in our communities because a lot of us are taught that guns are bad because our first experience with firearms is Pookie and Ray down the street doing something crazy with a gun. Mm-hmm. So in our community, we shy away from the things that we're afraid of. So yeah, we gotta start being a little bit more open-minded. But to the individual that asked that question, you just might be the Moses for your family. I'll leave that there.
Got a question from Terrence Gangster Williams.
Terrence Gangster Williams.
Now, hey, I got a question. Can a gun be shot underwater, like just efficiently, like a 9mm? Just
yes.
Does water damage mess up a gun afterwards?
It can if you don't clean it immediately and let it rust. Yeah, it's a machine.
Underwater shooting. Okay. What are your thoughts about the plastic guns that are made with like 3D printers?
It's a thing. Be careful. It's a thing.
He said it's a thing.
Okay.
Man, this was our first live. You're our first live Q&A. We just trying some new shit. It's going kind of crazy. It's like they tuned in.
Questions. We got
let's do it.
They asked you. This is part one. Hey, this is our dog, man. So
nowhere to be.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Are you as surprised as we were to look up and you on TikTok going? I mean, you already did 200-some thousand views on our channel, which is not. That's not necessarily normal. People don't just do 200,000 views on an interview. You about to hit 300K. Are you surprised as much love as you're getting? Because again, we already knew it. Because we're around you. We're like, nigga, this body by we already know. Right. But are you surprised the world is taking on to you like this? 5 million views in a day.
I'm grateful.
On TikTok. Shout out TikTok boss.
I'm grateful. I'm humble. I do understand that not everybody's going to agree. However, the information, if you can take something I'm humbled. I'm honored. You know what I mean? I don't expect everybody to agree with everything I say. Hell, I don't agree with everything I say. You know what I mean? But the reality of it is, as long as my people can take something from it, as long as people can take something from it, as long as we can be better, salute, man. Let's do it. Let's get to work.
Sound like a lot of single mothers want you to raise their young.
No, facts. It sounds
boys.
like
So
we need a daddy.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
You're doing the Lord's work.
No, for real. Hey, all right, let's get these last couple questions out, man, and we're gonna shut this down for the first
Man,
one.
don't shut it down. Let them do their thing, man.
All right, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah,
All right, what's your preferred defense caliber for pistols?
My preferred is 9mm, but every once in a while I carry 45, depending upon what I'm wearing, man. It's all about the vibe.
All right. In regards to the gun violence in schools, do you think teachers should be licensed to carry?
What's the difference between a teacher being licensed to carry and the mailman being licensed to carry, the lady at the grocery store being licensed to carry? You have an issue with firearms around your children because you haven't taught your children firearms. Now, if you can carry a firearm with the occupation that you have, why can't the teacher?
Would you shoot a pit bull chasing you?
Abso-freaking-lutely. He wouldn't have to chase me. He would have to chase me. The moment he do like that, gone. Finito. I'm not playing that game.
All right, shout out Paul. Is there a fear in our Black communities of a civil war, and should we be training for that?
All right, let me be clear, Paul. In the event that the quote-unquote proverbial shit hits the fan, the first person you're going to have to kill is probably going to look just like you.
Oh, man. The realest shit. Man, the realest shit.
All right. Next question. I think people love your strength. Next question.
I gotta kill a family member. Shoot the family member might be the first.
Hey, bro, your neighbors, you have no idea, bro. All right.
Hey, do you like Sig Saucer P?
6 hour.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and read the question. I don't know.
All right, so let me deal with this Sig.
These are brands of guns.
I hope my brother is watching. All right, so my little brother and I have a thing. If I buy you a gift, you have to use that gift until it breaks. I have been anti-Sig my entire career. And this, he buys me a Sig M18 P320. And it's one of the ugliest guns I've ever shot in my life. But it's so freaking accurate. And I'm just like, it does exactly what I tell it to do. So I'm not a Sig fan, so I have no idea about those two. I am, in fact, a Glock and staccato fan. So, yeah, but I shoot Sig all the time.
What gun jams more and what gun jams less that you feel like as far as guns that jams a lot?
That's interesting. Most of my jams come from, the manufacturer error in the ammo, not necessarily the gun. So we have to think about what causes a jam. And in most cases, it's cheap ammo.
Cheap ammo.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got
Have you shot a blank before? Have you shot blanks?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
All right, LMA. How do you feel about 10mm for carry duty?
Absolutely not. Too much. Collateral damage.
I think we already. What's your favorite defensive pistol?
9mm.
Okay. As far as handgun platforms, Glock, Sig, Smith and Wesson, or Taurus?
Glock, then Sig.
Okay. I'm doing 3D printed Glock 20 lowers and AR lowers with nylon. It's very expensive and precise project that needs more people with designs for the community because some STL files are out of spec. I don't know.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's a thing. You like it, I love it. I'm not tripping.
If you had a choice to take a bullet, where would you take it?
Here we go. I'm not doing that.
If like John Wick said, hey, the guy who passed him up said, hey man, they gotta like, I gotta like I fought back. He took it in the shoulder.
Yep.
And I think put one more somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Sucks.
Pinky toe or where would you?
I would be okay if you grazed my shoulder or something like that. That would suck. It would suck. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to do that. That's not my plan.
Are you familiar with SAR USA?
No, who are they?
A tactical precision. If you can expound, that would be great. Any other questions that you guys have out there? Why aren't you guys at it? Hey, somebody click the link. Join
which is crazy. Next time we want more people.
I want y'all to.
I mean, you got to think a lot of the trolling in the comments. Nobody's gonna come on live. A lot of that trolling in the comments. You don't have too many trolls come in.
Yeah.
Any more TikTok? How we looking?
Yeah. TikTok. We got anything on TikTok?
TikTok.
All right. From a business perspective, shout out OG Tank. Yep. From a business perspective, is Texas LTC instructors worth it?
Absolutely worth it. Because you will be one of us who actually are trying to get the information out to the people. And the biggest trick bag in Texas is them offering the license to carry, but telling you you don't need it. There is no such thing as you don't need information. Don't fall victim to that.
Vo been trolling all day, I think, but he asked, have you robbed somebody before?
No, have not robbed anybody before. No, life hasn't gotten that bad. Now, I will say this. Now, look, bro, if the shit hit the fan and I run out of food, I'm gonna get me some food or whatever else I need. Yeah. If we on some Mad Max type shit, I think I'll be pretty good at it.
Oh, so I got a TikTok question. What are the benefits of a federal firearms permit?
All right, so FFL. FFL gives you the ability to sell firearms. Where can I get training in the Arklatex area? We're right here in Dallas, bodybiotactical.com.
There you go.
Put that banner up once again for those that don't know.
Do you offer seer training? Ooh, I do not eat bugs anymore. I do not. I think I can seer training. Yeah, I do not. If that's what you're talking about, that's the same one you're talking about.
Okay. Would you do Naked and Afraid?
I like being naked, but I'm never afraid. So I don't think I'll do good.
Don't put me on Sahara Desert. Don't put me out there.
All right. Manufacturing company out of Turks. I don't know.
Similar to Canic? Don't know.
Okay. Who do you suggest to go for training on the East Coast?
Training on the East Coast again. Surplus Army.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We had a brother in Florida, Thomas Lyles, Locked and Load, and he's right there in Jacksonville.
Quantity. How many guns do you own?
None. Why would I answer that on live? Come on, bro.
You trying to get joke, but
why would I answer that on live?
How do I introduce?
All of them. I own all of them. There you go.
How to introduce young kids into firearm training?
Start with the basics. Start with safety. Safety. We do have a children's firearms course as well.
What's the best type of body armor?
You talking about sear? Okay, yeah, we do that. It's integrated into our courses. We're not so much on the survival side. I like, stay out in the woods and all that, but it does come up in our bigger courses. Every once in a while, we'll do a symposium or we'll do a combine that takes over 3 or 4 days. You see that posted on the Instagram or whenever we do it. But yeah, we do get, in some situations, we get down dirty like that.
Okay, and again, that is survival, evasion, resistance, and escape training. That was a question earlier.
Yeah, I just answered that. That's what that was.
Yeah. I was just, for people that didn't,
yes.
You just went and answered it. Okay, and then we have you ever gone into John Wick mode?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you good at escape rooms?
Yes.
I won't get us out. Yes. I got a particular
All right.
Hey, TikTok question.
Y'all know
TikTok question. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. OG Tank. Y'all know we have a black-owned FFL shop here in DFW.
Boom. Yes, we do. Yeah, big shout out Nathaniel Ogun. Yes, we do have a black-owned FFL. Nathaniel, the Ogun Tactical.
Man, yes. OG Tank, man, click that link. Call up, man. Put your face on the screen
Tank,
to
man,
promote your shit, man. Hey,
big shout out to Ogun Tactical, man. Thank you for that. I forgot. Big shout out. He's a supporter as well. Yeah, he definitely he been in class a couple times. So yeah. Ogun
what are your fear about gun laws that may change, if anything?
I don't. No.
Okay. Second Amendment.
All right. TikTok. No TikTok.
Okay.
All right. Do y'all have any other questions for my guy, man? Body by
yeah, what a troll is it?
Trolls at?
Come on,
Vote
can't troll.
Actual interview food on the video. Now you want to say, man.
Shut up, Bo.
Vote big on.
What you seeing over there? You want
Oh
chocolate?
man, they want chocolate. Hey,
They want
All right,
that.
hold on.
join the real life, the $25 tier.
They want the after party.
Body by O will pop up at your next event.
I will jump right out the kick. Jump out the kick.
Troll that I have says, "Are you related to James Harden?" Maybe that's the reason why.
That's in the beard.
Oh wow. So real funny, man. I don't even take that as trolling. People have been accusing me of being related to Kimbo Slice for years.
I can see it.
Because
I seen that in the
Florida.
comments.
Yeah, I'm from Florida, so you know what I'm saying. They like, you related to Kimbo Slice? Like, no, I'm
Rest
not.
in peace,
But, yeah.
Kimbo, man.
Rest in peace, man. He was a homie though, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Oh, you knew. Oh, you.
Yeah, I mean, we passed. In passing, it was like.
Paul, man,
You
Paul, you, hey,
No.
shout out to you for tuning in. We're gonna do more. This is our very first
No
one.
problem, man. It's the first
I'm
one,
so
bro.
glad we was able to do it with my guy.
Oh.
Yes,
It's a
we
few
will be
more
going.
topics we were supposed to go live on. We do that next.
Oh, we not.
We'll do it
Yeah,
next
we
time,
not done.
man.
Hold on.
Q&A.
What was the guy in Florida for training?
That will be Jacksonville. Thomas Lyles, Locks and Load.
Gotcha. Okay. Ruger 10-22 Mark IV for the kids. Have them shoot 1,000 rounds a day, tight group shots. I think that's just some.
That's a lot of work, but okay.
All right. What is your preferred rifle caliber for long range defense offense?
Ooh, I would go with 6.5 Creedmoor. Yeah. Reach out and touch.
Okay. And then we have OG Tactical. I'm going to take them out. Love from Houston. Shout out Luxurious Green.
Yo.
Man, once again, man, plug everything you got going. We are definitely going to bring them back, y'all. This is episode 1. We was trying some shit. Y'all are very interactive. I appreciate y'all.
Chocolate Paw. TikTok. Chocolate Paw. Hit me up. I just posted some stuff on there today. Real good informational stuff. Instagram, Body by 0318. Hit us up. Instagram, personal side, fellas. Please don't send Chocolate Paw _official requests. Please. Big shout out to LGBT. We love y'all. Sir, please do not.
All right.
You do the questions. Do it.
Man, do we got any other TikTok questions? None. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We had fun with the thing. Last comment. I watched the last video. Thank you for doing this, Body by O. Okay. What about? We got a couple more questions. What about Grace Gun Shop?
Say that again.
What about Grace Gun Shop?
Don't know much about them. If they're legalized FFL, go get the guns you need, baby.
All right. Alpha House, man. Shout out to you. You've been interactive all day. Interview and Q&A was dope. Salute to y'all. Salute. VOE, shout out to you. King Troll. King Troll, salute to you. We're gonna give it another 5 minutes, man. We're gonna give y'all 5. We put y'all on the clock, man.
Hey man, y'all have some controversy. What you got, baby?
Explain the Second Amendment as it relates to the government.
All right. So when the Second Amendment was written, it was all right. So I need you to go back and read the entire Constitution in context. When they came over from where they came from, they didn't like the idea of the government being tyrannical, being able to control them. So the well-armed, formed militia, I forgot the wording exactly, but that particular militia is basically saying the people have the right to rise up and fight back if necessary. Layman's term, crew breakdown, but the Second Amendment applied to the government. But you got to be careful. How you vote can get that kind of stuff kind of overturned and all that kind of stuff. Because right now we got politicians saying that the Second Amendment is old and we need to get rid of it. Blah, 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 blah. Be careful.
All right. All right, man. What about any advice, man, to just the normal person that is a gun toting? He just got his first gun.
Firearms is an extremely perishable skill. Train as much as possible. You can train in your home for free. You can draw and dry fire 1,000 times and it costs you nothing but time. So train. Do not take it for granted because the day that it happens is going to be the day that you least expect it.
All right. What application situation would you consider the 10 millimeter to the best for?
The reason I say no to 10 millimeter is because of over penetration. Be careful with that. I just wouldn't walk around the general populace with a 10 millimeter. No, I wouldn't do that.
Have you ever told a girl I'm finna over penetrate you tonight?
Yes.
Finna over penetrate this business. All right. Will you?
And what was that like?
It was absolutely amazing.
Murder
Chocolate
scene.
Papa.
Yeah, it was, I did what I came to do. Yeah. And I got my $40 off the dress on the way out too.
Damn.
All right. This said, will you and Colin Noor do a collab?
As a matter of fact, Colin Noir, he's the homie. We talk often. I'm gonna be transparent. At the time, years ago, when I first came on the scene, we were supposed to do one, but I told him not to mess his money up. Going back to the Ja Morant situation, right? Big shout out to Colin Noir. He's doing his thing. There's a lot of people that don't like what he does. I support the brother. Okay, do I agree with all of everyone's views? No. Colin does need our support. I will say that. At the same time, I told him at the time, depending upon the topic, it may or may not be good for me to be on his platform because I don't want to mess the brother money up. You feel me?
Okay. And then what are your preferred optics on your guns?
I'm
Glocks,
a fan.
ETC.
So
Oh shit.
Loophole, Trigicon is good. Yeah, Loophole, Trigicon, Holoston is good too. So the top 3. Yeah.
Okay, and then it said, shout out to the Phenom. What's O's favorite pistol and rifle?
My favorite pistol would be my Staccato P Duo, and my favorite rifle would be the custom rifle from Surplus Army. Yet again, you got like 4 of them.
This one, I don't know if this is a question or not.
DPMS.
Makes a great.
SBR BB gun. Anyone can practice around the house. True. There you go. Do it. Train.
All right. Any questions from you, Miss? From a female's perspective, I want you to ask a female question. Ask him a question a woman want to know.
Well, when we were during the interview, you said that give people the opportunity when they first start shooting to actually take a shot and see if they can, I guess, handle it. Do you see a lot of women who go into the gun range and they pros?
Okay, so let's deal with that. Yes, there are some women have a new woman shooter more cases than not will do better than a new man shooter, because women just inherently have it in them to listen and to quote unquote bad word submit. So when you tell them to do something, they're gonna do it. Versus a guy that's like, well, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing because I'm a guy. No, absolutely not. And I will say this to my sisters: do not fall victim to the making everything cute at the gun range. Do not fall victim to that. Your job there is to train, get a job done. You are not there for photo op, for video op. Get in there, train, do what you're supposed to do. There are some queens out there who are absolutely serious. Perfect example, man. It's a lot of dudes out there that got issue with my wife. She outshoots most of the male instructors in the country. So get out there, get in there. Yes, you can be fine and you can shoot. Yes, you can have your nails. Yes, you can be how your little toes, how your hair did, nails did, everything did, and you can still shoot. Get the training in. Be cute and train.
Scopes on pistols, laser beams on pistols. Is that just for fluff?
Okay, we're talking about optics on pistols, not scopes. Cool, do you think? Laser, I'm not a fan, but if you got a red dot, it's an invisible laser. But yeah, you can, whatever.
Okay. Oh man, there we go.
OG Tank said most of his students are women.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. Most of the students are going to be women because women are, like I said, the very first time, women are not afraid. They don't have an ego complex, okay? But it's difficult, I've learned, for men to submit to other men to learn something. Willingly submit.
Well, there you go,
all
man.
right.
Body by O.
Come on, man.
God damn it, clap.
God damn it, man.
Live
The
Q&A,
Black John
man.
Wick.
Black John
Let's
Wick,
do it.
man. Go watch this interview, man. It's going crazy. We got more topics to talk about. We're going to do a part 2. And have a real interview and come through. But
if y'all want Body by O back,
y'all tag me on TikTok and pin it to the top.
Yes, we tagged you on TikTok, pin it to the top.
Yeah,
go to his TikTok, man. He blends his worlds in TikTok.
I blend my worlds in TikTok.
You might see him fly a plane. You might see him.
You might see me with the shirt off. So let me explain this right quick.
Oh wait, real quick. This is a good one. What is your favorite training class you've ever taken, John Doe?
Buck Doyle, man. Like anything Buck Doyle is going to be the thing. It is what it is, man.
Definitely, man. Well, once again, Body Bowl Tactical, the Black John Wick, we put it out there, man. Thank you for an amazing
Appreciate y'all,
Q&A.
man, for real.
Thank
amazing
you for your knowledge.
Our first one.
Definitely want to have you back. We're definitely going to have you back. And, once again, we appreciate you and we appreciate the fans for tagging.
And we are actually live on his channel, too. So make sure you support his channel, Body by O Tactical.
Subscribe right
Please,
now.
y'all go subscribe. But we are going to share it to the community page.
Trust me, it's nothing but
hey, we're going to help him. We're going to help him turn up, y'all. So,
yeah.
And he will be back. So.
I got some people on there watching, too. I'm looking at it now. That's what's up, man.
All right. Here you go. Yeah. Come on this way. We're gonna close you out.
Close it out. Let's do
it. For the live people on the live, stay tuned. Stay on live real quick. Hey, stay on live real quick. There you go. We got a special guest that's gonna invade. Special guest. Y'all stay on.
Have a seat real quick.
All right.
All right, and for our next Q&A.
We got something special, man.
Oh, let me see.
We got something special.
For our next Q&A.
No.
We just gonna give him a teaser for the next one.
Oh, in the building.
Wow. We gonna gonna do another Q&A session, man, bringing Gangsta back. Y'all make sure y'all tune in, subscribe to the channel. Y'all watch for the flyer. It's gonna come out. He gonna come in. He gonna answer y'all questions.
He gonna answer all y'all questions.
In the comments, y'all been talking about what's wrong, what's right with this man. He gonna sit here and Mr. Answer Right Back.
Mr. Answer Right Back.
Answer Right Back.
And we gonna ask him all the fuck shit. You can come on live and ask him the bullshit yourself. See if you have the nuts to say it in his face. Let's do it.
You gonna put your name out there, so it's a teaser.
Listen, y'all, don't play. Y'all the souls is up here, so I'm connected. Y'all know what it is.
There you go. Wow.
And we out this thing, man.
Let's go.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.